We got in late tonight. The landowner here sent us a pin for where we can set up camp, and we're going to meet with him tomorrow. He's been sending us a ton of trail camera pictures and spots on Onyx for where we're going to be hunting, but it's just nice to see everything firsthand. So he's going to meet us out here. We've got 7 days. This is the prime rut. I mean, like, it's going to snow tonight. It's everything you could want for a week of hunting. So we're going to get this teepee warmed up a little bit. It's cold tonight, and we're going to get some sleep and hopefully shoot a big monster buck this week.
So you keep that part like a sanctuary, or?
Yep, absolutely. I like to keep that sanctuary, but you guys have the saddles, so I mean, you guys can pop around and set up really wherever you want throughout the entire property.
Yeah.
All the other pin locations are of access and tree stands throughout the property. We have a north ladder stand that's set up. We have a north tower that's tucked into the woods and overlooking the lowland. We have 2 ladder stands in the lowland. We have an east ladder and then a new one that I just put up approaching this hunting season. I have a ladder stand to the south on a food plot, and then we have what I call the south tower, which is out in the open, and that gives you good range down into the lowland also.
I had put some pins of my own kind of in spots that I liked, which happened to be kind of right by pins you had. So
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like pretty straightforward and awesome property. Yeah, awesome. Anything else I need to know?
You're an experienced hunter, it seems like. So, but I mean, if you're not, wind direction, thermals, things like that to keep in mind when you're going up. When it's cooling down at night, it's going to pull your scent down, and when it's warming up in the morning, it's going to raise your scent up in the air.
Yeah.
And then just be conscious which way the wind's going to be blowing your scent at that time. And
should be
other
good.
than that, it should be a great week. You guys picked a good week to come. So yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
The last 30 minutes have been great. Had a buck chase 2 does through here, another smaller buck chase after him, and I just had 2 shooters skirt that way at about 75 yards. Yesterday we had a big 10-point 4.5-year-old give me a shot at 31 yards, 24 yards, and then he came in at 10 yards, but we had the cameraman in a different tree, couldn't get a shot of him. So I decided to hold off, which was, if you can imagine, not the easiest decision. We're in the same area, a little pocket that bucks will cruise through. He's one of a bunch of good ones that have been coming through here, so I'm looking for him, but there's a couple others that we definitely shoot to, so cold this morning, perfect runny morning, excited for it. We're in the same tree we were in last night. We've had some does filtering through, and a nice wide 8-point chase went by out of range. On the way out, I set up a trail camera just on our walk out where I can see it from where I am right now, and we just watched a nice mature buck walk right in front of the camera. I picked it up on my cell phone, so maybe they're moving later today. We're gonna stick around for a while. It's just a great morning. crates. I think I just saw a deer. Yeah, that's a 10 point. He just hopped the fence. He's walking over here.
Didn't sleep a whole lot last night. Last 2 days, things have been fairly slow. I think they've been locked down with does, but we got in last night, started making dinner. About an hour after dark, bucks started moving, and they moved all night like giant bucks. So I think I counted 3 or 4 shooters that moved through the area that we'll be hunting today last night, along with some does. So that is a great sign. It means they're up looking for more does, and we're gonna go back to our first spot where we saw all the deer, and hopefully that 10 point comes back, or one of his buddies. So we're gonna load up and head out right now.
The Whitetail Rodeo continues. We had a nice, looked like at least an 8 point walk right through here about 2 hours ago in front of a camera and veered off. Kept about 80 yards between us where we were sitting over there. So finally I'm like, all right, time to reposition. Let's go where they've all been walking. So this is where they've all been going through. Last night I think 3 or 4 bucks went through it, and then this morning this other one. So I'm gonna try to get up in this big shaggy tree, which is gonna be loud. But I got midday right now, so we'll go slow and get it kind of set up for this evening's sit. He's coming this way, you see him? That's a nice buck. See? Just had another buck pass by, just out of range. We were hoping he'd come on this trail, which is what they've been doing. But this guy passed at about 80 yards, so it's early in the night. We got a lot more time. Hopefully one comes back. Last night we had like 4 on camera, so just a matter of time. Something across this little creek, and we're waiting, it's quiet, and all of a sudden I hear him splash, and he crosses the creek right here, and I shoot him at. 18 yards right here. So that's the rut, man. Out of nowhere. They come out of nowhere. Holy cow. I just got down from the tree. We've been hunting hard all week. We've had close calls. They've been just out of range. Just putting in the time, and I keep saying it's just a matter of time. And finally, at last light, this buck crosses this creek right in front of us, and I hit him right at last light. I think we heard him crash up here, but man, I'm shook. I mean, I'm shook right now. We gotta go check the arrow. I got down from the tree without falling, which is good because I'm shook right now. Let's go grab the arrow.
We tracked that deer for a while last night, a couple hundred yards. Blood got sparse, so we backed out. I tried to call in some dogs, but everybody was busy. The landowner put me in contact with a drone service, so we flew a drone last night for a couple hours past midnight. And I mean, you pick up everything with the drone, and didn't end up even finding that deer alive even. So he's clearly alive and well and moved way out of the area, which is pretty disappointing, but got a couple hours of sleep last night and ready to jump right back in the saddle this morning. So gonna get geared up and head out. Right, wrapping up our final sit here in Wisconsin. Slow morning, cold morning. I thought we'd see more action, but that's wrapping up our hunt for the week. Fantastic week of hunting. Saw deer everywhere, great rut action, mature bucks all over the place chasing does, all the cool things you want to see in the rut. Had a great opportunity at a buck, and that's kind of the thing with deer hunting. You could be a tree off and be out of the deer, or a few inches off and have a deer get away, which is what happened to me this week. But we booked this through LandTrust, and the whole place has been just phenomenal, laid out well, maintained, food plots, tree stands, all the things you'd want, and fantastic, some of the best deer hunting I've ever had. So like I said, that wraps it up. Time to pack up and head out of here.